Go ahead and start recording for YouTube. Hey everybody, playing on Telcei, level 9. Haven't died yet. So we'll go ahead and hop in. I'll play for a little bit, and I think maybe Nigo's going to join me, do some duoing. So if you're watching this one, you see the other one posted. Finish this one up. That way head on to the next one, so you can kind of see the timeline of what I was doing tonight. Did it die? Did the game die? I think the game died. No, it didn't. Character activity being monitored. Very good. Alright. So, let's see where we left off. I did almost everything in... let me do something real quick. It should be under voice chat, sound. Something with like... Whenever somebody logs in guild, I get a little tink, and it's really annoying. I want to get rid of it. I do hate that. Well, I do want that. That way, when I alt tab, you keep hearing the game. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. I mean, is there that noise? Oh, well, fuck it. Let's play. I don't think I need any what you call it? Abilities to upgrade. None of those. I guess it's time to go ahead and do that Melinas. Even though I'm super scared about it. But we'll do it. We'll do it. I die. I die. That's what you all want to see, right? Me dying? I think that's what you want to see. Maybe not this early in the run, but I have a feeling you want to watch me die. I mean, I think I'm pretty well geared for my level. Sorry, I was logging into something real quick on my phone. And yeah, let's check it out. So I got armor there, made these with armor, made that with armor, and made that. So I think I can do it no problem. I'm asking everybody, how do I turn off the guild login notification? Probably get like 50 whispers on how to do it. Or everyone just fucking ignores me and says it. Kind of curious. So I was thinking the other day, should I save someone if they're, hardcore tagged? Or should I just, let them go? What do you think? I'm thinking I'm gonna just let it go. I don't know if that's mean, but... I'm trying to see if, in help, I can get something. Chat? I'm looking. Oh well, fuck it. Well, we are gonna go in here and hopefully not die. Right? Because we don't want to die. We want to keep playing. I was looking up Road to Ragnaros. Road to Ragnaros rules and shit. Sorry, I've had a long day. And like I would get level 60, and then of course you have the option to stop right there, or and stop the hardcore and just play as a non-hardcore character. But at that point, you wouldn't be able to like group with other non-hardcore people, and I don't think this server. I mean, maybe I'll find out when I get to level 60, but I don't think this server has a great population with. Yeah. I might pop up the general chat up here. Maybe I'll open a new window, guild, so y'all can kind of see what's going on here. And then I'm going to unlock the window and I'll pop it up there, so y'all can see what's going on. Oh, I need to take it off of there because I see it twice now. Oof. There we go, chat settings. Okay. I'm looking. It's really take off guild chat there. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people here now, so it should be relatively safe. Yeah, I'm gonna head and eat some egg, so I get my hit points. Okay, got that. Where's the gun again? Caves are dangerous. Yeah, I thought I turned off guild chat. There we go. And this one I do want guild chat. So there we go. Is he over here? This guy waiting for him? Sprites. Another one. His head. Right? Up there. Can you get up there? Maybe go this way? I could take some. Can he? Seems like he's doing okay. Oh, and he got a level. Good for him. Well, I mean, I'll let him do his thing. Yeah, there he is. I'm not gonna kill you, dude. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Now watch this guy. How's he gonna handle it? Daggers only. Okay. How's he hanging? How's he handling it? Seems like he's doing okay. Yeah, he's fine. He's bandaged and everything. He's got well fed. He's got Fury the Boggling. What is that? I don't know, but I'm jealous. I mean, it still hurt him pretty bad. What I'm going to do is get this on my back there. Right there. Well, looks like he doesn't care about it. Excuse me. So when that guy spawns, like when one of them spawns, I'll pull it. Oh, excuse me. I was like, what does this quest give me? Some bracers I don't need. 18, right? Yeah, bracers I don't need. But, you know, it's a quest. Do it. Well, while we're sitting here, I'm still sitting at, as you can see up above, 6 followers. So my time here has been pretty lonely playing. That's okay. Go ahead and fuck him up there. Oh, this is super easy, right? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not pulling it. Well, that was easy. That was beyond easy. I said 50 to 60 shows if you really know how to play the game. Yeah, so this isn't just in my guild. It's, you know, it has green walls, so it's everybody. Probably everybody is a hardcore guild, which is pretty cool. Oof. This is gonna be super frustrating, right? Alright, I mastered the cave. No dying in the cave. What's that? That's not cool. There's a lot of armor there. So I'll go back to the little miner town and turn in this quest. Sell some stuff. And I'll make more bandages. But then I guess I have to go over here. This area right there. So I'll do that. Always gotta make sure I actually started recording on YouTube. Did it once, don't want to ever do it again. Oof. Ouch. I'm gonna see if he's going to loot it or not. So skin it. Free skinning for me, thank you. Never mind the fire truck, if you can hear that.
0 life, the warrior had died. Maybe it's like this one. So I was like somewhere here where the logon's like you turn it off and some shit. Wow. So like only like so this the way this guild works is you're only in it for a certain amount of time. Certain amount of levels. And then once you're like level 20, you migrate over to the other guild. And I guess it's supposed to just like foster
I am listening.
like dungeon groups and shit. It's listening.
Good luck, friend.
Thank you. Don't jump off, man. What are you thinking about doing? He like looked at it like he would jump off for a second. I don't even read this, so you're watching the video and like reading these things. I'm sure you get a kick out of it if you like that kind of shit, but I just can't be bothered. Okay, let's sell everything.
How may I help?
So that guy. I'll never have use for that. Really, I don't use those. I can't wait till I
Goddess
get
watch
back.
over you.
Oh, let's I think the cook is right there. I'll make what things I can. And then head over to the other quest area. That's what I have. Absolutely nothing. Alright, let's go. So I'm gonna go here. Don't know exactly how to get there. Don't joke about dying. Everyone dies. Maybe there'll be somebody that does a lot of raiding and whatnot and hasn't died yet. Right? Maybe somebody. Just... I mean, I'll do it. I have to. Like, I have to do some dungeons. I can't miss out and not do anything. I don't know. We'll see. I could really trust. All trust goes like that. You know? Okay. Where am I going? I don't want that. I think I'm gonna go south and around. That's the way to get there. I wonder if I get level 10, like people will actually be excited for me. Like, you know, do people send, you know, a message? People are saying like level 10, this level 10, they're saying grats and all that good stuff. It's a cool community, man. Cool. Alright, there are a lot of bears around here. Bears have the linen, make bandages. But really, other than that, I don't have much of a reason for it. Reason for like farming them. But I need to get all this crap. Seems super quiet. There's a spider, level 7. Cool, cool. Make more kebabs with their legs. Dude, like, is their leg, is that the kebab? Or do you use the meat from it? Or is like both? Use the meat and the leg as a kebab. I don't want to know. Okay. This one's got level 30. Good for them. Maybe I can put those notifications up here. Emote. Is it officer chat? I want to put officer chat on there because it's the same kind of color. Then I'll change it like a blue. See what happens there. Because it looks about the right color. Yes, sir. No, that'd work. I'll have to see. That all. Global channels, other? Like a green kind of color? I don't know. It's like a green color. Oh well, notice I don't get to see that stuff. Sorry. Here's the other moon well. I need to fill up the file. So I'll do it. Oh, that was easy, but I want to go ahead and pass through here and get all these done. I'll get there though. Not really sure. Yeah, I'm happy I turned off the notifications. It's pretty annoying. You know, I'm too far away. Bullshit. Okay. Eat another egg. Just looking up here to see how I get into that area. But while I'm moving around, I'll do some more shit. And don't talk about suicide, that kills. Yeah, I guess that's one way to, oh, okay. Go to the Destroy Guild. Am I gonna be able to get there? No. Can't get up there. It's gotta be like one way to go. Why is the guild chat talking about suicide? Man, hardcore shouldn't even be a topic at all. Alright? Exactly. Just fun. Trying to play World of Warcraft. I'm with him. Chi right here. I don't need that kind of talk. Maybe I didn't need to join a guild. I like seeing the people get their levels and people dying, that kind of stuff. It's kind of show the community, but this is showing a dark side of the community, right? That's what's there. Yep. Can't get up that high. Do I got a skin? Skinning? Nope. Yeah, I'm going to Horde. Horde's probably more chill than this. No, that's too bad. Fighting undead, that's pretty cool. I didn't know what that thing existed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you use caps in there. Rogue the rogue. Oh, first timer died. Level 9. There you go. A warlock too, I mean. Legs, very nice. Maybe this is the entrance. Saw that one was fully. It's fully what? Alright, well I guess I'm going inside here with the bears. I'm sorry, no, I'm not. Just fucking killed himself. What a bitch. Yeah, it takes a lot of mana killing these things. So, I need to get the Ravenclaw Talisman, Rune of Nesting, and a Black Feather Quill. And also inside of here, there is a level 8 quest, the Sleeping Druid. Okay, do all those. We will do them all. Need to preserve my mana a little more. I gotta go inside there. Seems risque. Ouch. Level 13, gone. That makes me nervous. I'm like level 9. I think I'm doing just fine with people, you know, level 13 and all that stuff dying. Like, what's going on with them? Are they being too greedy? Are they just like trying too much? Whereas I'm like super safe, super cautious. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna play the way I'm gonna play. Beef Lord, the Hunter, is level 30. Nice job, Lord. Use a bandage. So I don't have, like, I can't do a basic campfire because I need flint and tinder. Like this game, like, I'm telling you. Classic World of Warcraft. It's a lot. Hold on. I'm sure it's inside, right? Yeah, it's gotta be down there. Like, this is gonna be like a huge labyrinth almost. And it can get really dangerous. I was playing my music. So I feel a lot better about things. I can turn the corners like 6 of them or something. There's 1. And a 1. But they all run, right? So it would be really dangerous. I'm glad they ran that direction. We'll walk back. Those were some money. Gotta be careful. Super, super careful. Don't want to be like that person. Let's make some more of these. And you put these right there. Okay. Down. What an asshole. Like, yeah, best place to get free water. Slowly but surely making our way down. And then we'll do like all these quests over here. Good stuff, good stuff. Going slow but steady. Somebody's name is Pokun, P-O-K-U-N. Used to make me think somebody Pokun, P-O-K-I-N. He hasn't played this game. He's made pretty good, I think, doing it. Okay, dyslexic. Let's be careful down here, okay? Let's not fuck around. Like, this is serious. Got 2. Got 2. Can handle this. Kill you. I mean, I'm not thrilled about this, but I didn't feel too worried just because I had a healing potion on me. But at the same time, I wasn't like relaxed.
the other one's in here. Yep, but they just got it. Maybe I can get it again. Maybe they can get the one I worked on. Okay. Oh, it's a whole thing. Alright, alright. Now, I have to be a little careful because if, like, you know, they pull something they shouldn't, it could really fuck me up, right? Like they die and die on top of me, but that's why we are recording. So that kind of thing happens. But if we notice anything sketchy, we are hard the fuck out of here super fast because there's no exits. And that is why. See, like, two fuckers. What are they doing? There's like people all over the place. Okay, I'll pull this. So keep an eye on the flare. Keep an eye peeled. No, sneaking up on me. No, sir. I get it. I'm probably paranoid the most playing this. But it's just never played this kind of thing before. Never thought about, you know, worrying about dying as part of these kind of games. Just never really something I was worried about. But it does make it a lot more fun, more interesting. Like, just the idea of like maybe doing this accomplishment. I'm a little excited. Let's go ahead and have an egg. Need the hit points anyway. I can't buy them. Banned. Right. Can't buy that shit. This is a slow process. Baby, watch yourself. Where are you going? Trust in you. This is where I get like the nice, nice staff. So this is definitely worth it. Huge upgrade for me. Yeah, so Maven and I are kind of walking together. Man, this is super scary. Yeah, hold this guy. It's a different class. I thought it was a shaman still. This is different. Doesn't run. Come on, we're taking turns. There you go. There it is up there. So I have to go around this way. So I'll pull this guy. Are two gonna come? Maybe. Just one. No, he came too. So we want to nuke.
Didn't want to pull that. That's only one. I'm so new. A lot, right? Yeah, we are approaching her now. I'm gonna get full. Yeah, I gotta slow the fuck down. Primal boots. I like those. And then I will make myself I'm gonna make myself some armor kit. Put on the boots. Okay. There should be another bear. Yeah, there it is. I don't know if it's more than one. It is more than one. Okay, we can do it though. It's going to nuke. Oh no! Mage God John. Big F. Okay. Thought that was another bear. Okay. Okay. It's named. I don't think I need to kill that named yet, but maybe I will if I go like here. And around here, and then there's one more thing I have to get right here, and like, what do I drop? Does I drop those? Yeah, I drop those. Spider legs I want to keep. Yeah, stuff. Mount spices. Let me keep. I don't want to keep those. Okay. There's a chest here. Let's say hello. It's like, show we're friendly. I think this is the way I want to go. Just let them have the chest. You know, I'm not gonna like, show up and just like dick them over on the chest. You know. Hey, that was the person I'm right next to. I just got level 10. I'm gonna let them get the chest. I'll like watch them, like make sure they're safe. Watch their back. All right, they're safe. Then I'm gonna go up here. I had to walk towards this a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
So there's at least one in there. Full hit point, full mana. See if we can get this guy.
Might be 2. So,
Yep.
have my healing potion ready to go if need be. I need be. Alright, I have no healing potions left. I don't know if I needed it. Felt like I did. Just don't have alchemy to make my own, so that's the last one I have. What did I lose? I lost thorns. I'll be fine here. I need an egg. I'm gonna eat an egg.
Yeah, here we go.
Get the egg parts. For sure. Scared me a little bit.
What is that? Oh, I just dropped off one of these guys? Okay. You know, but the shitty thing is, I have to go back to like the double. I'll get level 10 pretty soon, right? I think that drops off of Rage Claw guy. The name that was kind of walking around over there. I'm level 10 now. Ooh, level 9 gone. Shiny red apple. Not really. I'll hang on to it for a little bit. Oh, that's gonna be sad. He's like, just walk past somebody and then done. Get close to 10. That's cool. Should be using rejuvenation more often. Green paw. Level 10? Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can do that. No, I don't think I have what it takes. No. Come back. And that's taking up a lot of backspace for me. I mean, this is good. That might help. Fuck. That really sucks. You know, is it there? It says like it's a level 9 quest, but like it's right behind a level 10 mob. That's not cool. I mean, I do remember something about this place where, but that looks like it's like right there though. And that looks like that is it. That's 100% the place I need to be, right? It's like right there. Damn. If it was just a level 10, I could do it. If it was just a level 10, I can't do that. So I'm gonna go up and out. Not worth the chance. Not worth the risk of death. If I get level 10, get kitty form. Come back. That'd probably be a good thing. Yeah, I need to kill the Norpon Shannons.
We got the quest there. What does that give us? Crown of the Earth. Gives us fuck all. So.
Okay, not helpful.
Like a super rare drop for these guys. Who knows? That's not cool. That, sir, is not cool. Did I miss one? I was like looking down. I didn't see anything pop up there.
That's our friend Maven. Like, I know the two of us could, like, here it is. I know the two of us could probably, like, you know, kill those mobs and do all that stuff. It just doesn't seem in the spirit of hardcore to do that. So I'll pass on the opportunity. And I don't think anyone would know about it or say anything about it. I'd know. I'd know. Level 1100. Coming back for more. There's shamans out here. But I'm gonna go back to town. And if I don't get it from the quest, which I probably, let's be honest, I'll kill a few mobs and get level 10 and get all my, you know, upgrades and all that kind of good stuff. Then I'll come back here. Murder some more bears. Because, yeah, now I have no minor healing potions. Still have these. I want to keep those for a little bit longer. I think they're needed for a quest. So I'm wondering if you're fighting. I want to try it on this thing. If you're fighting and you use a bandage, you know, do you stop fighting? Yeah, you do. You can't bandage and fight at the same time. So when do you bandage? Like, when is it advantageous to bandage? Get it.
Let's talk to somebody about that. Like, when is it a good idea to bandage?
I don't know. I mean, that character's not around anymore, so yeah, you would auto quit.
For the goddess.
Oh,
The great mother. Warriors of the night, assemble.
easy, easy.
How's this? Damn. They're ready to kill at any moment, right? Oh, man, fuck my shit up. I need to get better gear. I have 8 light leathers. We're pretty good. So what I'll likely do is try to go get some more patterns. I think there's a guy up here that can sell me those patterns. But let's see if we get level 10. That's going to be pretty nice for us. And the Druid trainer's like right there. He's waiting for us to turn level 10. Look at him. He's like, you know, I'm waiting for you for a
Peace
quest.
be with you.
Yeah. See? He's ready.
May the stars guide you.
Telcei the Druid is reached level 10. Yay. Nobody said grats. Not a single person. But I know you said grats when it happened, right? You did. That's all it meant.
How may I help? May the stars guide you.
Okay. See, thank you. Thank you, Vemme. That means everything. Not these random people. Gee, thank you. Alright, now I just get to die when I try to get Giddy Farm.
Ishnu Allah.
Let's do rank. Get that, that, and that.
Till next we meet.
You've been lurking, or you just like join in right as I leveled? Good timing. Okay, so I did get this. So I have to go to Darnassus. I have 2 quests there. I should just go for it. Because it is a game changer, right? To go into kitty form. Tired of casting spells. So what are you up to tonight? I heard Pokin got called into work. So that probably ruined all of your EverQuest plans. Or did y'all raid tonight? That's Sunday night. Oh, I should raid Sunday night. Okay, yeah. I thought he normally worked Sunday nights anyway. Oh, I got you. And I also thought that Kara has like max phase. You know, there's no point in you. Oh, right. I thought he. Again, it's been a while. I thought he worked like every other Wednesday or something. Who knows? I can't keep track. Oh, you're helping him. Oh, rip. Goodbye, yup. Yeah, this evening has been mostly low levels. Last time I was streaming, that's a lot of flips. Last time I was streaming, there was a level 60 that died. Inventory's full. Dumb me. Forgot to take care of that. Actually, I was gonna add something. I was gonna add like the what you call it. I was gonna add the chat box. Yeah, me too. I do need to go to Darnassus for another quest anyway, so I figured I'd check it out and see what it asks me to do, and then figure out if I want to do it or not. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to add a source. I want to add viewer shoutouts. I want to add chat. Chat highlight. Chat box. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Okay, I want that. Voice messages. Yeah, and I'll put our chat right there. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know if that's working or not. Whatever. See if it works. I tried adding the chat box. If you say something, maybe it'll show up on stream. Maybe it won't show up on stream. Well, I see it there. I see it on my end. Yeah, now you're in the videos, right? Exactly. I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird me having a one-way conversation with people, and everyone else, if they're watching YouTube or even just like lurking with maybe the sound off or something, they don't know what's going on. But mostly for YouTube. So I don't, there's actually people, other people that aren't me, on the other side of the screen that I'm talking to. I'm totally psychotic. I think it'd make it really rough on warriors to level here, because you don't get the chance to. You only get one attempt per dungeon. Other than that, you have to.
What brings you here?
Level up. All right, hand stitch pants. I guess.
Good luck, friend.
I'll make those. Well, you can't. You don't have rules. You have anarchy. No, you have rules. Like what rule in specific? Like what rule specifically? You think it's kind of weird? These are really nice. It's gonna be a lot of extra armor. Well, so what would happen if you didn't, if you leveled only in dungeons, then they would just run the dungeon over and over and over again until they got like all the items they wanted. It just makes it harder to not be able to run dungeons, right? Because if you can't run dungeons over and over, your gear is not as good. And also dungeons much faster, I assume. The other rule is there's only a certain level range that you can do the dungeons. No. So those two things are two completely separate events. There is Road to Ragnaros, which you're talking about during Monk Core. That is after a hardcore challenge. Hardcore challenge runs from 1 to 60. At level 60, you have a choice. You can continue the challenge. Then you get unlimited dungeon runs. You can go back to any dungeon that you wanted to, like a lower level one. There was an item that you missed out on or whatever you want to do. However, your death equals elite continues on. So if you're level 60, that's how level 60s die in dungeons and stuff. They do like upper, lower Blackrock Spire, and they die. But you can also say, I'm done with the hardcore challenge and just turn it off. Yeah. And then, or
with the Road to Ragnaros, you have to be a hardcore player and transition into the Road to Ragnaros rule set. But there's no rule set for the Road to Ragnaros. It's just you if you die at any point, you just die. You're done. Delete. That makes sense.
I am honored.
Well, you should be honored. Sell stuff. Yeah, they don't really make it super clear that they were. Hey, should I buy this? Like, is this a huge game changer? 6 slots. I've been wanting one for so long.
Farewell.
But I feel like I'm gonna be like, get a few levels, and then I really wish I had 5 silver, and then don't have it. I'll wait for that one.
Peace be with you.
Okay. Fishing merchant out in Rutherford Village needs a parcel. Oh, I like taking parcels.
Del Madres.
Am I going that way anyway? Maybe not. But where is it? Oh, Dark Shore. It's dangerous there, I do like Dark Shore. It's a nice, like, narrow quest path. Nice place to level. Very dense mobs, though. Very dangerous. So, Vemme, you may have already known this. I didn't know about it for a while.
Here there.
No, I'm not doing that.
Off with you.
That night elves are descended from trolls. You knew this, right? I mean, they look like it. It's just like doesn't make sense. I mean, you hang out at a sun well, or no, the well of eternity for so long, and you just become night elves. I've been listening to a lot of lore. It was, I guess, magic, but I think more so the well of eternity, and that was the well that Titans made to plug up the hole that when they pulled Yasharaj, the old god, they pulled him from the earth, from Azeroth, and that's what was left behind.
Farewell.
It might have been magic too, but I thought it had to do with the well of eternity, or whatever you want to call it. And then, the high elves, later known as blood elves, because
Greetings.
they, their well dried up, or the sun well got shut down, and they got really upset about it. Being blood elves. All right, so I go to Moonglade.
Goddess, watch over you.
Moonglade
What brings you here?
training. Do
Good
I have
luck,
it?
friend.
Oh, I have. Oh, I have 1 talent point. I'm supposed to get feral combat. I get ferocity, but I don't have kitty form yet. Hopefully, kitty form's super easy, because that's the one I want. Get that, and then get that. Go full kitty cat. All right. So what level backspace here? This sucks because I'm thinking bear form. That's what I'm thinking, bear. I'll go bear. Okay, let me take these. First aid. I was hoping maybe you know, and if you don't know, maybe later Nigo would know. What's the advantage of bandages? Because
I guess is it fast healing? Faster than food? Because you get interrupted. It's not mid-combat. It's just faster. It has to be out of combat. Oh, so you can be in combat, you just get interrupted. Thanks. That makes sense now. Alright, well, we'll check out Moonglade. Why not? I have Dolinar. That's my hearth. Hopefully I did that right. Ain't no coming back. Not for a while. Okay. Wait. What happened? Instance not found. We try again. Wait, let's make sure I have the... Yeah, I gotta go to... I know, exactly. I have to go there. Alright, so I do have to go there. There, Moonglade works now. Yes. It is Bloodcell Buccaneers.
Ishnuala.
Ishnuala. What about Moonglade? Follow scenarios. So it begins. I gotta be a bear. Okay. Can you just... Do I have to do this? Can you just make me a bear? Can we just do it that way? Can we just skip all this shit? Alright, so I have to go to the bear spirit, learn what it will teach, and when it's satisfied... Okay, I just come back. Hey, it's satisfied. Right?
Go in peace.
Alright. I'll go in peace. Alright, the bear is satisfied. You make me a bear now? No? Goodbye. Really? I just hate this kind of shit. Go see the bear. He's satisfied. Come back. Eat your eggs. Alright, I'll go see the bear. And what if you got there and it's like from Jungle Book? Welcome to bare necessity. Like you just like you know, just like slowly creep away like the little Homer Simpson gif. Okay. I was thinking back, is it Grizzly Hills, right? In Northrend, where you mess with Ursoc and all that. I think it's Grizzly Hills. I like that question. Oh, those look nice. 4,800%. Something like that. He doesn't look happy. Ooh. What do you represent, spirit? I'm a fucking bear, bitch. What's it look like? Strength with bolsters, users, young druid. I want to be strong like you. You gotta be swift. But you gotta be strong. Now you're saying you have to be swift. Okay. Bear girths, highlights and strength. The ferocious foe in combat. The bear's girth. What are we talking about? With lies. It's light, agility, sharp mind. Okay. Make me a bear. Strength of heart. And there's a lot of strength. There's a lot of metaphors here. Kind of resolve. I have heard your words, great bear spirit. I understand. Make me a bear. Okay.
Did you catch anything you said? Because I wasn't listening. You have to go back and think, what did he say?
I'll be right back. Do you remember in Dragonflight when you were with the Otani, like the centaurs, and then they quizzed you on their tribes? Did you remember that? Yeah, but if you got them wrong, it didn't matter. You could just guess. And look, that's incorrect. You just try something. Good job. Like, there was no penalty for it. It's stupid. Like, what's the point of quizzing you when there's no penalty? I'm just going to say it's about family. We'll be fine. It's about family. Going to the wrong guy. About family. Well, if that's all I have to do, that's pretty easy, right? This can't be it.
Greetings.
Now that you've talked to the bear, pick up this cherry with your butt cheeks. Let's see. I sense wisdom in you. You do not have to do the test of the cherry. Don't worry. You gaze upon me with strength and knowing intent. Touch on your focus. Learn how to focus your strength to adopt the nature of the bear into your work. I can focus. So we gotta part ways. Do I get to be a bear or not? Oof. 15. So I gotta go back to Darnassus and speak with him again.
Good luck, friend.
What do I get? Now, something I really hate about this. There's no way out here other than through here, which is like level 30 mobs, right? So I just gotta Hearthstone back. It's the only way to get back, I think. Because, well, there's a flight path, yeah, but I haven't. I don't have a flight path yet. Like, I haven't been to a place, you know, to activate a flight path. So yeah, I think this is my only way back. This Hearthstone. Voodoo charm. There's the mosses. Another file. Oh, I did want to make those pants. While I'm here, I'll make those
My
pants.
goods are of the highest
This is
quality.
good. This is pretty good. 1 silver's not bad.
Good luck, friend.
I'll buy some more shit. Yeah, the stuff for pants is over here. So Vimy, would you be interested in
My
a
goods are
trio
of the highest
with
quality.
Inigo and I? We'd like almost never play,
Pasha Fela.
but when we do, it'd be a lot of fun. Oh, I need a course thread.
Can I assist you? Del Nadres.
Okay. Stick to your, soft core stuff. Ooh, we got furry pants. Look at that. Nice. Okay,
Greetings.
nice. Let's sell these.
Goodbye.
Go ahead and put some armor kit on those guys. So I'm gonna craft. I'll lift my leg up a little bit. It's kind of cute. Watch this leg right here. Okay. Better make me a damn bear. All the way to Moonglade. Spoke to a bear about family. Learn all about the bear ways. Now, we'll work on cooking a little bit more. Trying to keep my trade skills leveled up as I'm going. Gotta have heart. Well, like heart, family, it's all one thing, right? So I think if you just... Man, what did I do? Oh, I think I drink some spring water. Fuck. If I say family, it's good enough.
Elune be with you.
And also with you. No, there's no wolves.
Be careful.
Got a bunch of these spider kebabs. Just kind of wondering about these spider kebabs. Is the kebab made of the leg or the meat on the leg? What do you think? Like, is the kebab part the spider leg, or is it like that's the meat part is from the spider leg? These are the kind of things I think about. I don't know. I guess maybe a spider that big has meat on it. I don't know the interior texture of a spider. Oof. I guess, I guess it would be kind of liquidy. Same way a crab would be. They're both. No, so like a crab's not an arachnid. Is it? It's not. I should know this. I'm a biologist. He's biology. I used to. The doctor in front of my name is not just a passing title. It's a real thing. No, arachnids are a real thing. So in important news, I did 6 flips in a row the other day. I don't know if that's amazing or not. Feel pretty excited about it. So at 20, maybe I can get another recipe. Well, I mean, birds are fake. Everybody knows that, right? They're just kind of the way the Illuminati spy on us and shit. I'll get bear, but like the person's right here, the leatherworking trainer. They're like on the way. I'll get bear. Then I go back to that cave and kick some ass. Or die. One of the two.
Elun Adore.
Nothing.
May the stars guide you.
Fuck all. How about you? What you got?
Greetings.
Got nothing. What a waste. Early Druid is really rough. Alright, well, I mean, if this is as rough as it's going to be, then I'm happy. Going off of this Luther challenge? Lord of the Rings challenge.
Oh, so if you want a fun challenge,
I should have spoke about this earlier. There's a Lord of the Ring challenge going on. There's no mod for it. I don't think there is. There's not an add-on for it. But like, you get to only like be certain classes, and each class has a certain race. Like, so okay, I'll probably have to link it.
no. So like, as soon as you get a ring, as soon as you loot one, that's the one ring. Like that is your one ring, and you're not allowed to equip it, but it must remain in your inventory from that point forward. And you have to take it. It's not molten core, but it's Black Rock Mountain, and like delete it while you're above the lava pit.
So that's a hard place to get to, right? Like you have to be at least like level 40 to like get in that area, probably. And then if you want to be a rogue, you have to be a gnome, and you can never stealth, and you can only use daggers. I'll tell you what. I'll finish the bear quest for your own peace of mind, and then we'll go through those rules. I'm not doing it because it's really hard, and like just the regular hardcore challenge is enough. But it was really unique. I thought it was pretty cool. Some of the ideas. There's like Gandalf is in it, Legolas, Gimli. They have all the characters kind of incorporated into the rule set. Even the wraiths, the Nazgul are part of it. Okay, I mean like this mate. Whoa. Did he just magically fart at me? What happened there? No. There was a little wisp fart. Little wispy fart. I don't have those. Oh, the wisp farted. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's go. There he is. He's gonna be like, now, you spoke to the bear. Now, pick up this cherry.
I am honored.
Alright, Great Spirit has been a part of Azeroth as long as Azeroth existed in the heavens. Really? Like the bear spirit is that much like intertwined with all of Azeroth that's been around since the creation of Azeroth? He doesn't seem like that important of a bear. We have come to rely on his wisdom, power, and purpose for your first test of this purpose.
So like that was just like, is he allowed to take the test? Yeah. Then I have to come back.
Oh no. I don't want to do all this. Maybe. Directly east of Auberdine lay many Moonkin caves, closest one. There's a Moonkin stone inside of it. Lunaclaw, the Defender Stone, will face you only when the city will apply to it. Yeah. So, I've been saving these Severed Voodoo Claws because I believe you. Yeah, I'm gonna level more. You need to like use it to get that. So I'll get the
Illuminate
quest.
your path.
Shit. I'm gonna buy that bag. I will buy that bag because I'm tired of wasted bag space. But while I do that, I'm gonna look it up and then swap over to that. Close all this other bullshit down. I have open. Okay. So let's see. What's it called? Lord of the Ring. Island. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna swap over. Maybe. To Chrome. Maybe. How? No, that was my face. Let's see, World of Warcraft. And then Chrome. Yeah, so you can see this now. You can't see my face. You just have to get over it. Sorry. This is the Lord of the Rings rules. You cannot die. You know, we've been through this. No mounts, no potions, no dungeons, no pets, no professions, no buffs, no looms, no auction house, nothing. First aid and cooking is allowed. You can boil them, mash them, stick them in stew. You cannot change out of your starting clothing or equipment or equip new clothing, but if you're a warrior, you're okay. You can upgrade your weapon, but only gray, white, and green weapons are allowed unless you're a blood elf. So basic rules on their own, very tough. Like you can't get new clothing. You have to keep your starting clothing. That's to kind of symbolize, like, the traveling to destroy the ring. Like they don't get much items on the way. I guess I digress. Oh wait. Oh, okay. What person wants like this stuff? This stuff on the top here? I don't care about this. All right. What, this one? Yeah, that email doesn't even work anymore. So, too bad. Nah, doesn't matter. Let's see. You can't die. And so you got to find the one ring. You go out and kill Mom's quest, find a ring. That ring is the one ring, so it has to be destroyed. You're not allowed to wear the one ring unless you're a gnome. Gnomes are like halflings. Halflings can wear it. You know how what's his face? Frodo wore it. You need to destroy it. You got to go to Blackrock Mountain, stay on suspended island center, delete the one ring from inventory. After deleting the ring, you will do a play and the character and screenshot your success. Fastest time wins. You can only be a gnome, dwarf, human, or a blood elf. No other races are allowed. Like a gnome, you can only be a warrior. This isn't the right one. Well, I guess maybe I will cut this. Or if I don't, just don't watch this part. I thought there was a better one. Oh well. You know what? Screw it. We're not messing with that. Let's go back to World of Warcraft. Thing that we know and love. Yeah, I don't think that was the right one. The one I saw, I don't know where I'll link it. Maybe I'll put a link in the description or something here once I find it for people to look at it. But it wasn't that hard. But it was really interesting. Or like if you're like every time you level, you have to delete an item of clothing or something. It's different things for different classes. But yeah, the email address, I don't use that anymore. But thanks for looking out. Isn't that the way to Aberdeen? I don't want to go there yet.
Ishnu Dal Diev.
Ishnu Dal Diev.
Asha Fela.
Falah Bashad. Well, this is an exciting gameplay right now. But it's needed. Because I'm not ready to go to Dark Shore. I think it's Dark Shore, right? Yeah. See, there's like scary shit down here. I'll get there eventually. Oh, let's look at all those. That's a lot of quests. Yeah, but I need to go back and do all these. So, do. Yeah, I'm not going to Dark Shore. I want to finish everything I can on Tesserdale. Like all these. I still have 1, 2, 3. You know, I have like 5 or 6 quests left over there. Level 60. No, no. I do need to download the video editing software. I had that on my laptop, and I haven't put it on my new PC. So I could, like, you know, put in an intro or delete or cover certain things that I don't want people to see. Put like a little text box up there or something like that. Oh, so for the dual rules, I could talk about those because I don't think Inigo's showing up. He said he's going to be here at 8. He's not here. So we have to be together at the hip. If one of us needs to go somewhere, we both have to go there. Can't be apart from each other.
Goddess bless you. Peace be with you.
Lady Sathra, Silvery Spinnerets.
Go in peace.
Well, simple question. If one of us dies, we both delete. That's it. And if you play a trio, one of you dies, all 3 delete. But there are advantages. Obviously, the advantage of having someone being around you all the time, having your back, you know, healing you, off tanking, you know, whatever it may be, is great. You're allowed to trade with each other. So you could have different professions. Like he already said, he was going to go for like tailoring and something else. I've already forgotten. But I'm going to do like alchemy and herbalism. Yeah, so if there's like 3 of us, then it's really cool. But the thing is, like, that's why I said, like, we can only play like a very short amount of time because all 3 of us have to be logged in at the same time. Like, you can't log in independently. Even if you want to go like fishing, all 3 of us have to be sitting there waiting for you to fish. Even trade skilling, and it monitors you. And then you put the person's name. So, you know, you put the character's name in there. You're all level 1. You have to be together. You can't, you know, like, if you're in different areas, then you have to figure it out at level 1. Because once you become level 2, you're inseparable. You gotta be together forever. Level 8. You're gonna die in Elwyn Forest. No, not necessarily. So, you know, yeah, but why would you mess with Hogger at that low level? It's dumb. Oh yeah, Hogger is no joke. But no, like, so you could be gnome or dwarf or human and start Ironforge and then take the tram to the other place, right? Don't they have the tram in Classic? But you're not allowed to take portals. Can't do that. You're allowed to take like zeppelins and like public transport, but nothing. Oh, so looking for group, you can't group. But yeah, you could be a few different things. I guess the other one, like Night Elf, you could make it. It's just tough. I think you can get to Stormwind relatively easy. It's a Night Elf. No, I don't want your buffs. Now, so speaking of buffs, I choose to turn them off. I don't want them. I can accept them. I cannot ask for them, but people can give them to me, and I can keep them. Be naked. So that's how that goes. So yeah, you can trade with each other. One dies, both die. You're still only allowed, to one dungeon run the route. Anything else I'm missing out on? I don't think so. What? Health check. Hell out of here with your health checks. I want to ruin my eyes and my brain. Let me do it on my own. Ooh, 18's pretty rough though. In Westfall. I'm gonna go. It's kind of a little quest though. Well, let's see what's up here. Yeah, so I have entanglement roots. Thanks for reminding me about it. Is there any mobs around here? I mean, not really. Oh, I saw this video that said worst way to ding level 60. And I thought maybe like they ding level 60 and they die right away. That would be a horrible way to get your level right. But no, they got the level from exploration. Okay, they moved into a new zone and got a level. That anticlimactic. No, well, that was easy. Is that everything? Yeah, it's everything. What do I get for that? Fuck off.
How may I help?
Okay. Good. 6 blood for the belts.
Farewell.
I can do that. I can do that. Okay. I never did get a level 60 character in Classic, so this, if it all works out, this will be my first. Excuse me. I'm gonna what's going on here? Let's see if one of those is gonna leave behind for my skinning. No, loot it. Loot it. They didn't loot it. So, oh, that sweet, sweet skin. I'm glad we don't have spiders in the world this big. I wouldn't be down with that. I would stay inside. Alright, there should be level 9. Yeah, level 9s. Boy. Alright, I got you. Can you trade dungeon looking bosses? No, you can't. No trading. No trading. Hard to know, don't you understand? Yeah, good to know. Trolls are not the worst. Now I'm gonna be a troll hunter. Trolls get 5% XP on bows. And most of the gear is let's call it bows. How's the audio setting, by the way? I turned the sound stuff way down. I really can't turn my mic up anymore without maybe downloading like another program or something or another. I figure it's okay. It's not a tumor. It's totally a tumor. Augur claims another. These are a little tougher. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the level 9 guys. Yeah, I don't like the casters. That's okay. Part of the game. Now this... Oh, I don't want to be here. Because there's like a level 12 like quest mob. And I'm not ready for that. These don't cast. Like maybe I should... like 0.1 second? Like what's the point? Wither staff. Hey, it's not great. I like upgrades. We don't get made, we go gain. Now the bad thing is, I think the person for this quest is back in the business. Oh, if I get it done, I have to go back there. It's like a lot of walking. I was also thinking about playing, you know, like 2 or 3 characters, kind of level them all up together, but I figured that would cause me too much ADD. Wait, what? The shaking? I'm not shaking. Here. Let's stick with the druid. Yeah, I'd have to go back there. Now, those are too high level. I really need to go back down to the bulks. I don't want it. So down there was a level 10 and a level 9, like right next to each other. And I checked it out. Oh man, forgot to buy that bag. So I have to buy me a bag. So I'm in the big city. Whoops. Turn rage. Why is that a restoration? Oh no 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 no! Seriously? Oh. Like it didn't even confirm. I didn't even mean to click that. Well, that's gonna cost some money to get rid of. Okay. Sad times. $65 for 2. Oh, didn't even do that. What a waste. Okay, for messing around. Fire wand. Yeah, it's just easy.
Greetings.
I got so much stuff.
Goddess watch over you.
I am honored.
Still grown. Nazram would refuse to give his blessing. Ha! Fighting the Druid for his arrogance. And screaming towards me. Alex Raza also used stack helm. Yeah, I'm still alive, but I still made a mistake. So I gotta go back to Darnassus. So I screwed up. I was like messing around with this, like looking at stuff, like looking at talent trees, and I like misclicked in this general area, and it assigned my point to this, which I didn't want. There's no way to get rid of it. So stuck with that till I go and respec. That costs money. It's okay. 7, nobody cares. Ooh, double. Yeah, first time is free, but you know that means I won't be able to have another first time. It's okay. It's okay. So tumors, I got a pruning knife, which I guess I'll sell it. And then this one, I'll sell that too. I'm gonna go back in the bears. And maybe get level 11 while I'm down there. But that's a lot of grinding. Oh, I should have sold that staff. Shit. Oh well. I think I can too. I know that druids use pole arms, like feral and guardian druids have pole arms. And there's a quest I have that I need to complete, but I kind of chickened out on. I'll show you why I chickened out. It's this one right here. It's a 6.9 damage, 1+ stamina staff, so it's like a huge upgrade, right? Because right now I'm rocking a 3.3, so it's more than double the DPS. But the Sapphire Sky, it was behind a level 10 and a level 9 mob. I just wasn't there yet. And I used up my healing potions. If I had a healing potion, I would have thought about it. I still not have done it, but I would have thought about it. Yeah, totally. But it's still like I would just burn down the level 10 one. I just run out of mana. Hey, that's good. That's perfect timing. Exactly what I needed to feel more confident about this. Thanks, game. That is the exact thing I wanted. Into thorns. Into attack. Oh, like another one. I don't want your apples. Let's see what I was gonna do. Where'd you come from? Swear. So I've heard the server has a little bit of instability, and people are phasing, you know, without wanting to phase. And that looks like I just phased into this layer. They're layering. I'm sorry, that's the right way to say it. You're getting thrown into different layers. And it's a scary thing when you think you have everything cleared, and you just, you know, bought a bunch of stuff, and then you get thrown into another layer. It can be very dangerous. Nope. Oh yeah, I was going to eat an egg. This gives me 217, I think it gives me 20 or 25 hit points. Yeah. 20. Well, you got greedy. Some people die. Take your time. Did he fight all these over really long? Oh god. This is scary because is all this just gonna come back? I know. Like, is that gonna come back for me or what? Okay. Like an EverQuest, you just have Druid. Yeah. Not the same at EverQuest, huh? EverQuest, Wild West. Yeah, I don't trust this person. They're trying to arrange stuff, right? This looks sketchy. Yeah. See? Caves. Caves. See what I'm saying? You're trying to tell me that caves are not bad? Caves are bad. No. Can't get all these night elves apart. They all look the same to me. What the fuck? Well, you know, I'm about to be a loser if I die. So what was the thing you were saying I was doing wrong or something? I can't remember what it was. Your commentary, you just trying to fuck with me. Oh. You said something in one of the comments, like I was doing something wrong, maybe. Ah, yeah, okay. What would you pick for the first class? Yeah. Pick your brain on it. Rogue is number 2. That would be Yarnax. Rogue, no. I'm gonna go over here. Did you see all that? Oh, there was a bunch of mobs that went by. It seems like it got all cleared out. The dead guy. Where? Okay, guys. Oh, so here's the place. This is it. I'm gonna wait for that one to path up. So they're gonna do that now. 3 will come up. Oh, there he is. He's coming back up. Below the other druid. So this person should not pull. This person should not pull this. Let's see how they do. Oh, they got all kinds of stuff though. This? Yeah, I tried this. Got crap. Oh, right there. I am Groot. Yeah, he died. See ya. Let's see now. Is this person gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? They're totally gonna do it, right? Okay. So I'm gonna let them do it. And I could be a total asshole and get that better chest, but yes, you are allowed to help. I just don't. Because I wouldn't want someone to help me. It's just like, don't do it. Shit. Yeah, you can help. You're not allowed to like team up. There's no like really strict rules about it. Yeah, I don't want it. I want this one. Fuck off. I don't want that. I mean, I do want it, but I'm not gonna take it because I didn't really earn it. I mean, you know me, I'm like a real stickler for that kind of stuff. So, really, I don't like, what you call it? The code of honor. Yeah, exactly. Let him do it. It's a dangerous world out there. Gotta survive. But I don't want any outside help personally. But I can't stop someone from helping me. You know, but I can like click off buffs and all that kind of stuff. I do that. I think, isn't feral DPS like not horrible? I know it's not great, but it's not horrible, right? For in groups. Or like the class balancing in Classic is horrible. Yeah, they just don't excel at anything, right? Oh shit. Let's see here. Only use outside. Thanks, Vemme. Here comes the big F. I'm fine. I got lucky there because he was about to ready to kill. No, I don't want to. I want to attack. No, I'm fine. I have this. Now see, this is the time I use this, just in case something else like pops up on me. I'm okay. Ooh, upgrade. I have too much shit. It's not time for an egg. Get rid of that. I'm looking for these guys because I want. So much for the entangling roots meta. That's not going to work. That caused me a couple of extra clicks that almost killed me. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, like they're adequate. They're just not. They're not the best at anything. They do everything else okay. I wasn't even nervous. That's the thing. You know, if I have this minor healing potion, I feel so much better about things. Also, with this run, I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't. I'm not planning to do any dungeons, so it's fine. Jeez, man, they're like scary as shit. Man, like right in front of you. So that's one reason I went Druid. But the thing I'm scared about most in here is the line of sight in the Z-axis. I'm really nervous about it. Or like, you know, you pull from above and below, and you just get this huge fucking drain. Sense. I need to be careful. I did this last time where I just kept pulling, forgetting I'm playing hardcore, and just pulling casually. Stop that shit. I will use that 100%. And thorns. Yeah, that is one of the reasons I'm recording. I mean, obviously I record because there's content involved, but I record for that purpose. I can turn that in and get reinstated. Now, sir, I didn't ask for your help. So there's a guy that needed a quest in here. Oh, not gonna do that. See, what is this mob doing? What are they? Whoa, they are being loosed and fast. Loose and fast. Scary shit. Scary shit. Roxy, is that the one that died, or the one we helped? I'm not paying attention to names. Do we know a Roxy? Oh, so yeah. I've noticed most of the deaths are anywhere from like 12 to 15. That seems like a common death, death level. And I think that's because, the game is a little bit tougher then, but not so tough where you're super, like, butt cheek is clenched. Yeah, but it's just enough. Yay! Got it. Okay, so I'm going to turn this in. Happy times. He's up here. So, are there mobs up here? Yes, there are. Going for it. Should be 2. There's only 1 right now. Let's go. And then the guy should be right here. Kill soulless body. Yeah, so there's a guy roaming down here called Rage Claw. He's like level 12, so I might come back for it. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Roxy, you're scaring me. Get the fuck away from me. Don't like your shenanigans. Oh, fine, I'll kill it. Yeah, go. Need this. I don't want your help. So I'm getting away from this person. Don't like him. No. That's who I want. Rage Claw though. Well, it's level 10, so I can definitely kill it. Do they want me to help? Because I'm not. Pretend like I'm Chinese or something. Can't understand what they're saying. Yeah, and like, that's not my game. These folks. So they also, like, these people may or may not be hardcore. Like, you don't have to be hardcore to be, obviously. You don't have to be hardcore to be on this server. But I joined a hardcore guild, and I joined the hardcore militia. That's kind of like the official. Bigger quotes than official. The official one. There's many of them, and as you can see with the green wall, you can all communicate with each other. Oh, I think also, I only get notifications for people that are in my guild that die, versus like everyone on the whole server. That's why I'm seeing like people 12 to 15, because this guild is only for level 1 to 19. If you get 20 to 59, it's 20 to 59, then you join another one. Or it might be like 20 to 39 or something like that. And afterwards you join another guild. So you can be in the same kind of like, oh, they just killed him. Oh, there he is. You nervous? To reload what? You've slain Rage Claw. Remember to reload when convenient to save your progress. Not sure what that means. I'm not doing it. Release. Oh shit. Gotta release his spirit, right? How you do that? was close. Gotta read that quest. Gotta read that quest. There we go. I could have done that. I could have done that over there. I didn't have to kill him. God damn. I saw that. Cheating. Well, they get the grats. I never got a grats. Except for me. Yep, thank you. I didn't ask for that. Yeah, all these nice, helpful people like working together, and then there's me just watching people die. I literally watched that person die in the cave last night. I just sat there and was like, oh, they're dying. That's interesting. Cool. Risky, risky. Like that. Nice. Too bad I can't use that. One-handed sword for 5.3 damage per second. It's pretty good. Alright, so I am going to go turn in for the staff quest. Get my staff upgrade. Then hopefully ding 11 and call it a night. I gotta go this way. And then never come back into this cave system ever again in my life. Never again. But this is it. This is all the quests? That's all the quests. Level 5. Don't even talk to me about level 5. Oh, you get an S. Why do you get an S? Is it 5? Okay. Damn, how bad do you have to be to die at level 5? I know. A lot of caves. This one's especially stressful for me. Because it's like a bunch of low-level people that don't really have a lot of confidence in their characters. So they're a little reckless. So I need to go back here, turn the relics, and then I'll go back to the Darnassus. Turn those in, and then buy maybe 2 bags. I have 18 silver. I might buy 2 bags. Maybe just one. Start with 1. I'm really salty about this. I feel really stupid. Roxy. Are you Roxy? Vemme? Is that you? Okay. Because Inigo logged onto his level 60 rogue. It was like castling me. And Roxy came in clutch a couple times. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Did you saw the video where I described like each character that I have All of them except for priest. So hunter's coming. I think it's third. Troll hunter. Can't believe I forgot about priest. But I'm not really looking forward to player priest because it's always like shadow priest. No. I mean, you wand it up. That's what he's doing. He's doing enchanting and tailoring. That's what Nico's doing.
I am listening.
Well, listen to this, because I got all 4 of these things. So give me this. Dingasm. Yay. Now I gotta kill Ursula the Mauler. Okay.
Del Nadris.
Done that to you too. Yeah, that's a good upgrade. How much hit points is that? 10. That's not bad though. Alright. Done that race.
Hello.
Hello there. Yeah, he wants them bears dead. I definitely have some good money to buy those
Be
bags.
careful.
Because I cannot buy anything from the auction house. I can buy from vendors, whatever I like. So I might actually, I think there was some leather stuff. There's like roleplay people
Feel
on the
free to
server
browse.
that get really serious about their roleplaying. Don't. I should buy these. These are cheap. One silver for that much, for 12 armor. Yeah. That's fine. Just like, what are you doing, Mono Oak? Like, no one else is role-playing with you. Yeah. I mean, you let them
Del
live their own life.
Nadris.
They're happy. I hope. Alright, so we're gonna go. But, I don't know, there's better ways to do that. There's better ways to make friends. A mantle? What mantle? Have a mantle? Oh, yeah. He wants to put a big old bear head on his mantle. I guess I'll kill it. Where's that thing? It better not be in that cave. It's not. It's like way down there. Okay. I was like, I want to be done with that cave, and I think I am. Another one dead. Made it further than that person. Vemme, what level do you think it's going to happen? What do you think? Start making predictions. Okay. No. 30. You think it'd be like 30 when I try to do one of the shape-shifting quests? Like, where would I be at level 30? Remind myself, like, what's the level 30 zone? Fearless? No, 40 almost. Ashara? Desolus, maybe? Yeah. Maybe Desolus. It's very desolate. game feels really quiet. I guess it was so loud when blasting floor balls. All these people. Now it's nothing. It's just crickets. Literal crickets and toads. There we go. Saved by the music. I remember like my path. So definitely gonna do Dark Shore. Ashen Vale. It's really good. And then I thought there was Ashara. It's pretty nice. I like that one. Go buy one's bags. Just one.
Ishnu Allah,
Allah Nishnu.
go in peace.
I will. Whoa. So much room now. It's crazy. Living large with the brown pouch. That's to be a bear. I might look at that a little bit tonight. Like, you know, how to be a bear. And see how risky it is. I mean, having this is nice. Some good DPS there. Do I get any items? No, I get a pruning knife and it's bullshit. That's what I get. I think that's even worse than what I have now, right? 6.5. Yeah. That's not an upgrade. Yeah, I did the beginning part. I think I am at the Albert part. Let's see. Yeah, I have to go to do the moon dust. Oh yeah, I need the good money. And then I save these, this right here, for that specific quest. So reduce the damage. But with leather working and keeping everything. Yeah. I'm not in a rush.
Del Diab.
Not much of a rush. See what we're gonna do? Make haste, don't tell me.
Goodbye.
Hopefully it's not a timed one, right? It's not. That's the guy. Not here? Oh, way back to him. Okay. So much walking. Too much walking. Classic. I already have a mount by now. Whoa, you're fast. Tingling? Good beer.
I have vision that she lacks.
She who? I mean, this person's talking about you. Okay. Oh, Fangrel Stackhelm. He's the one. Yeah, he said he has vision that you lack. Now, this is the guy that's is it Cataclysm? Isn't he the one that goes fire? Am I totally messing up? Yeah, it turns into a baddie. Okay. Did he just fucking turn his back on me? Just like, we're good? Bye? Fuck off. Ooh, 14. Could have been me, but I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die at 30. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die at 30 on purpose, just so you're right, Vemme. Then I can say like you cursed me because you predicted 30. Yeah. Because that's what I do. Yeah, I know. Make you feel special there. How about you, Azura? You know, you may or may not have watched some of the stream. When do you think I'm gonna die? What level? And don't say 11, because that's pretty scary. Okay, I'm going to take that as you think I'll never die. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, well I did say I was going to log off. But am I? I think so. I really don't feel like running all the way up there, but that's where I have to go next. I mean, I'll do it, but... Well, I guess I can go to this person, because I have... Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that. And then go back to the end. And then I want to show you the YouTube. I'll watch the One Ring, the Lord of the Rings parkour challenge. That's all good. I'm just gonna go turn this little quest in or get started. Go back to the end, and then we'll watch the YouTube video together of let's call it Lord of the Rings hardcore rule set. And then I'm gonna head out. Already did that. Yep. And then talk to this fella, Mr. Botanist over here. Ooh, 15.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
1S. I guess the 5s look like S's. 9 plus. Oaken Skellig Gargantuan Tumor. I assume that's a elite. But not gonna bother with it now. Go back to Dolinar. Dolinar or Dolinar? Dolinar. Not gonna screw it up again and click that. They don't say anything about that. They don't say anything about it. So I think it's okay. I'll have to look at the rule set again. But as far as I know, it's fine. No, that's not what I'm doing. Let's see. Levels. No, I don't know how to do it. I was trying to see like a way, 'cause I saw there's some way you can like look at some text. But for some reason, the hardcore icon got removed up there. I think I screwed it up and ruined it for myself. Let's do this real quick before I forget about it. Exciting gameplay. While that's going, let me get out here. Go to YouTube. And then I'm gonna hide that. Who cares? Let's do. I'm looking it up. I swore that I watched it on YouTube. Let me type it out. Wow. I mean, there's somebody who talks about it.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Lord of the Rings World.
Maybe this is it. Let me swap over to this. Hopefully, it's the right thing. I mean, it's on YouTube. I know YouTube and Twitch have different rules about what could be accepted. So hopefully I don't get banned for it, you know? But I think it'll be okay. So I pop on to Streamlabs. And pop that up. And turn off World of Warcraft. Let me turn the sounds off World of Warcraft. You don't hear like crickets in the background and all that junk. Okay. So let's check this out.
World of Warcraft Leveling Challenge. In this challenge, I'm hoping to create something that is both hard and really interesting for those of you that are brave enough to take it on. So, what is the challenge? Well, let's start with this. The challenge is a two-part process, and it's a race. Part one is you need to find the One Ring of power. Now, what this means is that you're going to make a level 1 character, and you're going to go out, and you're going to kill mobs, you're going to quest, and you're going to do whatever.
This is,
and you
yeah,
are
he's on
looking
live, man.
for
This isn't
a
even like...
ring. The first...
No, this is not it. I was trying to find it. Let's do classic. Well, I don't think I can ever find it. There is it. Like, here we go.
This is it, folks. 4th and 1.
You gotta watch videos with me because I'm not rich enough to
The
pay
Lord
for
of the
that.
Rings challenge. It consists of 2 goals. The first goal is you must find the One Ring. Whatever ring, like the first ring that you find while leveling. Shut up! While leveling from a quest, from a mob, that
Yeah, this
is
is it.
the One Ring. Now, what do you do with the One Ring after you get it? Well, that leads to part number 2. You have to destroy the One Ring. So, after you find this ring, you have to travel to Black Rock Mountain, stand on the suspended island in the center, that's this thing right here, and then delete the One Ring from your inventory. After doing so, you will do a /played and screenshot your success. And that is how you win the Lord of the Rings leveling challenge. It's a little bit harder than you think. Panel 2. Here are the basic rules of the challenge. If you die, you have to delete your character and you have to try again. Even if you name
This
your
is the
character Boromir, you are not allowed to die. Rule 2. You cannot use a mount. You must walk, just like the Fellowship. Number 3, you cannot use primary professions. Secondary professions, that's first aid and cooking, those are acceptable. Number 4, no auction house or trading is permitted. Number 5, no potions are allowed. If you find a minor healing potion off of a dark-blooded hound thing in Tirisfal Glades, can't use it. Number 6, this is a new one. Whenever you level, due to the weariness of the journey,
This is
you
hard.
must delete a single piece of gear that you are currently wearing. You can choose whichever one you want. You just gotta be wearing it and you gotta delete it. And number 7, no grouping up. However, if you guys remember from the original, Lord of the Rings challenge,
little
there are
photo there?
some exceptions to the basic rules.
With
But
Sting?
we'll get into that in a second. Let's talk about the available races and classes. You can be a gnome, a dwarf, human, night elf, orc, or undead. If you are a gnome, you can either be a warrior or a rogue. Dwarves can be warriors. Humans can be warriors, rogues, or mages, aka wizards. Night elves can be warriors or hunters. Orcs, we're bringing the bad guys into the challenge, can be warriors, or undead can be rogues, warriors, or mages. But here's the real flavorful
This
stuff.
is really
the
cool.
classes, the class pros and cons. Here we go. The rogue. A rogue can use healing potions that you find, but they cannot use stealth during the challenge. Can't be putting on that one ring. You'll
I think the
become
rogue would
corrupted and
probably
evil. We
use
can't be doing
these.
that. And you most certainly can't use stealth just to sneak your way into Black Rock Mountain to make it too easy. Humans, you are permitted to die one time. You get one death, but you're only allowed to be a fire mage. If you are an undead mage, however, the one rule is you cannot use a staff. And you also have to be a frost mage. You're like a Naz.
So you get like the human mage, you're permitted one death because that's Gandalf. So he dies and he comes back as Gandalf the White.
School, you know, you're like an evil sorcerer, right? But you can't use those wizard staffs, you know. No way, that's good guy stuff. Hunters can use their pet, however, they can only wear gear that is majority green or brown in color.
And then, like, how hard is that to get gear
The
like
warrior.
that?
You can use primary professions, however, you can only use armor that has been crafted by you. Not weapons. You can find weapons and stuff, but you can only use armor
hard.
that you have made for yourself. The racial perks and cons. This is where it really shines. The gnome. As a gnome, you are allowed to wear the one ring. You can use its stats. Any other person can't do that. However, gnomes cannot wear shoes.
Can I wear shoes?
And they cannot use any weapons
Those are the
except
halflings.
daggers. All right, dwarf. As a dwarf, you are permitted to group and trade with someone of
deal.
equal level. However, dwarves are natural sprinters. As you guys know, in order for the dwarves to be able to maintain their natural sprinting
So Sting is a sword for a gnome or a halfling. I thought it was like a little short sword.
abilities, they can't be carrying around too much stuff. So dwarves, you're only allowed 2 bags. Humans are allowed to ride a mount at level 40. Congratulations. However,
This is weird.
after
This is
finding
cool.
the one ring, a human has to make a saving roll to equip new pieces of gear going forward. So that means if you get like a new pair of shoulder pads and you want to equip it, you're more than welcome to, but you got to make a saving roll. If you roll under a 5, you lose the challenge and you have to restart as an undead. You have been turned into a Nazgul. You really want to put on those shoulder pads? You want to take the risk? By all means. Night elves, only bows as a hunter. Don't use guns because that's dumb. Night elves also do not have to delete a piece of gear when they level up. However, when the one ring is found, a night elf must make a saving roll every time they level up instead, okay? If they roll under a 15, they have to delete 3 pieces of gear that they're either wearing or from within their inventory. If you got some gear in your inventory, you can delete that. All right? If you do not have enough gear to delete, if this happens, you lose the challenge. Elves and humans are very weak in the presence of the one ring. That's what we're trying to capture here, okay? Next, we've got the bad guys. You guys really wanted the bad guys in the, in the original challenge. So we've got orcs and undead. So as an orc, get this. Your low intelligence means that you cannot learn better than rank 4 of spells and abilities.
The undead one
However,
is tough.
Orcs are permitted to group up with other orc players and undead players within 2 levels of their level with a max party size of 3 people. As an undead, you can ride a mount just like a human, and you can also die as many times as you want during the challenge because you can't kill a Nazgul, right? However, your brain is kind of rotten. And because of this, you can only choose 4 abilities throughout the entire challenge.
4 abilities for the whole challenge. Like,
So choose them wisely.
it's rough.
And when I say choose 4, that doesn't mean, oh, let me have 4 abilities on my action bar. Hey, I just learned a new ability. Let me take this ability off and replace it with this one. No. Right from the beginning. You want to keep that Frostbolt? All right, keep the Frostbolt. You want that Conjure Water? There's your second ability. You really want that Mage Armor? There's your third. Choose your 4 wisely. I'm going to
Why do I care so much what people think about me?
What is
I'm
this?
gay.
be a dwarf warrior. I'm going to name him Gimlixi. I actually like that.
I think that's about it, though.
Gimlixium. Such a
Yeah, this is my
name.
Dr.
You want a
Johnny
group
channel. I didn't watch
Nixium?
it.
Dude, Mr. Own Chad or Pawn Chad? Hell yeah, I want a group.
I think
Can I
it's
be
everything,
invited? I cannot invite you. I'm sorry. Dwarves are only allowed one.
Yeah, I really like
Anyway,
watching this
there
guy.
was-
This is Nixium. So really cool streamer. I haven't subscribed on my personal channel, but not on this one. Obviously, I don't do anything in here. But yeah, this is, you know, somebody that's in the hardcore, WoW hardcore hoodie with no arms is dumb. I think he's doing it. Does he do it all the time? See, I've seen him wear it before, but I can't tell if he does it all the time.
Oh, maybe it's just for this. But yeah, really cool. I kind of like that whole challenge thing.
Okay, well, let's get back to the game here, and then I'll yeah, I don't know what that commercial was all about.
Had it not been like for the stream, I might have checked a little bit more. You know, checked it out a little more. All right. Well, let's see. Where are we?
I might actually, what's my gonna have? 26. I might actually buy that belt.
What brings you here?
32% upgrade, 50 sip. Yeah, I'll buy those. And what?
That's messed up.
Goddess watch over you.
Well, can you watch over me while somebody doesn't light a fire under my ass while I'm AFK? Jeez.
I am honored.
Says the goddess watches over me, but she's like right there. She could have done something about it. Thanks, Amy. Appreciate it. Pretty nice. Don't want that. But yeah, I guess that's a way to
Be
die. huh?
careful.
Somebody did that. I wonder if that would be for griefing.
Vishnu Allah.
Like that's a way of griefing, right?
Del Nadris. What brings you here?
Yeah, seems like a bad way to do it. I didn't even think it didn't
Good
even
luck,
occur to me
friend.
that somebody would do something like that. That's an ego thing to do. Ego since he wants to get to level 60 and just like fuck people over. So. I don't think I need to clear the kit for that too.
No, can't do that. Whoops. No, I could do that though. Right? All right.
Well, thanks for hanging out.
I appreciate it. Thought maybe that person who was Azure, whatever it was, would leave a follow, but I guess they didn't like what they saw. But it was nice somebody else was talking.
Thanks for hanging out, baby. This was a long stream. I think I'm at like 2.5 hours. Almost 3 hours.
Yeah. Got level 11. Whoa. Harlem is kind of doing the Harlem Shake, it looked like. But I think that's it for me.
I'll see you around.
Have a great night.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you watched this long 3 hours of video, come on. Hit the subscribe button. Obviously, if you watched 3 hours, you kind of liked it.
So put a subscribe so more people like you could enjoy the videos. But I'll see you around.